Welcome to the 700 Club. President Trump is in Saudi Arabia on the first leg of his Middle East trip. There is concern that the president might make a deal that doesn't include Israel.
Meanwhile, the last living American hostage held in Gaza is free. Chris Mitchell reports from Jerusalem.
Just hours after walking free from the captivity of a Hamas dungeon in Gaza, Edan Alexander enjoyed this emotional reunion with his family. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu gave credit for Alexander's release to President Trump and the IDF.
This was achieved thanks to our military pressure and the political pressure exerted by President Trump. This is a winning combination.
In his first message, Alexander thanked President Trump and wrote out, "Am Israel High, the people of Israel live." Alexander later spoke on the phone with the president.
And he's coming home to his parents, which is really great news. I mean, to me, it's big news. They thought he was dead, so that's sad.
Netanyahu also said he spoke to President Trump after what many are concerned is a growing disagreement between the two countries.
He told me, "I am committed to Israel. I am committed to continuing to work with you in close cooperation to achieve all of our war goals, to release all the hostages, and to defeat Hamas." It goes together. The things are intertwined.
Still, some Middle East analysts see Alexander's release as a diplomatic victory for Hamas. While the terror group received no compensation, they say it succeeded in drawing the U.S. into pressuring Israel to end the war in Gaza. Netanyahu's office announced it's sending a negotiating team to Doha to see if a deal can be reached to release more hostages from Gaza. All this on the eve of a major push by the IDF to defeat Hamas, and as President Trump begins his visit to the region. President Trump arrived Tuesday in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and greeted by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The goal of the trip is a potential diplomatic and economic bonanza that could bring as much as $1 trillion in investment in the U.S. Regional leaders will participate in a summit Wednesday that may include Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas. Some believe Crown Prince bin Salman may want to tie the establishment of a Palestinian state to normalizing relations with Israel. It's this focus on a Palestinian state, along with the lure of a massive economic deal, that concerns many Christian groups who support Israel. It's why the International Christian Embassy Jerusalem is putting out a call to prayer that says, in part, "We are calling on committed Christians everywhere to set themselves aside for more focused prayer over the coming days concerning the high-stakes diplomacy playing out before our eyes. This moment could bring great benefits for Israel and the entire region, or it could bring us closer to the dire prophetic judgment of Joel chapter 3. That passage scripture issues a warning about the consequences of dividing up the land of Israel. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Well, certainly let's be in prayer, and let's be in prayer for the remaining hostages. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. The reason Israel is in Gaza is because of Hamas and because of the horrific attack and because they took citizens captive and took them away as hostages. And they still, to this day, refuse to release them. That's why the IDF is there. That's why we're seeing this horrible destruction. And it's all because Hamas refuses to surrender the hostages. If they would do that, the war would end immediately.